Hi, I'm Certified Master Chef Jonathan Moose Miller from ACF Tulsa Chapter, and I'm here today to talk about white chicken stock. One of the most basic and fundamental ingredients that we use in our kitchen every day. It's the foundation of all of our soups, a lot of our sauces, and also used on the line to adjust consistencies, to glaze vegetables, and we use it in just about everywhere in the kitchen. I know in my kitchen we produce about 200 gallons a week, and it's one of those items that's constantly being turned over and over and over again. So it's important that we do it properly and it has a great flavor, otherwise we're never going to end up with a good sauce in the end. To produce this stock, we're going to start with unroasted chicken bones. These would be the bones left over from production of our 8-cut chicken and our French Supreme that you saw in some of our previous videos. We're also going to flavor that with our basic mirepoix. We're going to use a ratio of 2 parts onion to 1 part celery and 1 part carrots. We've cut the vegetables a little bit large, so they're going to stay and not break down quite as quick, as we're going to cook this stock for roughly about 6 hours. And then we're going to season with just a fresh bay leaf, some thyme sprigs, and just a little black peppercorns. We want to make sure that we pick an appropriate pan to cook the stock. Appropriate size in relation to the amount of bones that we have and the amount of stock that we're going to yield. We want something that's not too wide, otherwise we're going to have too much evaporation and not have a high yield on our stock. So for this, we have a small, tall pot that we're going to add our raw chicken bones to. Our mirepoix, again, starting with 2 parts onions, 1 part celery, 1 part carrots, all part of our basic mirepoix. We're going to add our thyme sprig, our fresh bay leaf, and a couple of black peppercorns. We want to add enough water, just enough to come up to the top of the bones. I'm also going to go and break these bones up just a little bit so they're nice and even and we get good extraction. Then we just want to start this over medium heat and just slowly bring this up to a simmer. We don't ever want to boil this. It's going to produce a very cloudy stock. If we bring this up very slowly and really pay attention to it, we're going to yield a very nice, delicate, well-flavored, clear stock that's going to help us yield much better sauces down the road. Now that our stock has come up to a simmer, it's been simmering for about 15-20 minutes. At this point, we want to start the process, which is called dépoulage, where we're going to want to slowly, gently skim all of the impurities and that fat off the top of the stock. So we do that by taking a small ladle and just gently going into the stock and pulling it off the top. We want to be careful not to take too much of the stock. We want just the fat and some of that foam that is starting to develop on top of the stock. This is a process that you'll want to continue throughout the entire production of the stock. And again, this is going to help yield you a very nice, clean, and flavorful stock in the end. So again, it's just very gentle as we remove it. More will begin to appear on the top as the stock continues to cook and cook. Being able to produce a fantastic stock is something you're going to be expected to display at the Master Chef's exam. It's a way for you to display mastery in utilizing all of the trim from your proteins, your vegetables, and your herbs. It's something that if you can do successfully will hopefully lead you to success in the Master Chef's exam.